Stay Peachy merch is finally here! Head over to staypeachy.com to get your hands on the Stay Peachy Spring Collection. Hey, what is up you guys? It's Megan. Welcome back to my channel, Peachy Squad. Today I'm so excited because I'm going to be teaching you guys tips and tricks on how to make your dream home for cheap in Roblox, Adopt Me. Let's get into it. So here we are in Adopt Me with our login day streak of 2 because now I've lost my login day streak again. When there's no danger of losing a high login day streak, you just, I lost it. I had a self-care Sunday and I forgot to log in. Guys, today I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks. Tip number 1, do not feel like you need to own the biggest house. That is not going to tell people that you're rich, because imagine owning a big house and then having nothing in it. You don't want to own a house that you can't fill. So take a look at this. This is a tiny home. You would pass by this and be like, no, you know, poor, not cute. But whenever you walk inside, it's actually very well decorated from a lot of tips and tricks I did. Now I did an entire video touring and showing how I built this house, which is going to be linked somewhere around here. We have our lovely reminder to use star code Meganplays when buying Roblox. But guys, this house has a lot of really neat things in it. So you would walk in this house and you wouldn't immediately think that I was poor. Like you wouldn't immediately be like, oh, she lives in a shack, because it's so well decorated. And that is a really big key and what we are going to be touching on a lot of today. So I am very, very excited. So that's the first tip. Do not buy a big house because you are not going to be able to fill it and make it look very, very nice. Like, so we have the bathroom in here, which is all very well filled. And then we have our kitchen, which is also really, really cute. And we got layering, we got stacking, we got a lot going on. So that brings us to our second tip. Now, a lot of the items in Adopt Me aren't that expensive. Some of them are. Do not get me wrong. Some of them are. But for example, these glasses, they're $2 a piece. These smallest candles are $4. So you don't need a lot of money to decorate. Like this smallest flower, $4. And then this glass, $2. So overall, this is a $6 decoration, which really isn't bad considering you get one need. So what you're gonna wanna do to afford all these little knick-knack items is you're going to want to go to dress up and turn into a baby, while also you have your very favorite pet out, specifically one that you're trying to level and turn into a neon. Now you're small, which makes it a little bit more difficult to build, but as you gain so many like needs and stuff, you'll actually really be able to save that money easier, that you can be allowed to help spend it. So let's open up a brand new tiny home while I go over some tips and tricks. Before we go any further, make sure you're subscribed to my real life channel. I just uploaded a brand new video and I have one coming up on Wednesday, so you guys do not want to miss it. I uploaded this channel twice a week, so if you ever wonder what I'm doing when I'm not making Roblox videos, or you just want to get to know more about me, this is the perfect place to do it. We are almost to 650,000 subscribers and I would really, really love to hit that sometime soon. It would just make me feel good because my birthday is coming up. Okay, anyway, back to what I was doing. So let's click change house. Let's actually buy a brand new tiny home. It is the cheapest house. As we can see, they all kind of get a little bit more expensive. With the money that you buy for like this, for example, 2,000 bucks, you could really make a killer tiny home. Like you could really put a lot of money into it, but we're going cheap. I'm gonna name it tutorial home. I'm gonna keep it green so that it's easier for me to remember that it's a tiny home that I'm making for the tutorial. I also think it's important to remember that items depreciate in Adopt Me. Like your items, as they kind of sit around, they start to lose their value. Like if I go and try to delete some of the stuff in my old tiny home, it would sell for $0 now. You also, this stuff, it's worth $0. You can't sell it. So if you think that at all you're gonna want to use a couch, you want to keep this. You don't just want to clear out the house and sell it. You'll want to move it. You'll want to move it out of the way and then try to go ahead and change the color to whatever color you were thinking. And maybe, you know, delete the boxes you know that you're not going to use. But then, for example, like, oh, we need some sleep. So I can come over here and I can take a short break. Oh, look, see guys, a glass and a lamp. See, those are really good decorations. You don't want to delete those. Those are top tier. I wish it wasn't nighttime. This tutorial was suited way better in the daytime. Great, it's morning. With just like that, movie magic. We can go ahead, cash out, grab our $20 check because that's gonna pay for our next hack. Basically, you guys all know the hack that you can put rugs on the wall to change the colors, right? So we go down, we go to the rugs, and then look at this, $4 for this basic rug. And you can make these smaller walls a whole color. It adds a lot and you don't need a lot of money for it. You can also, like this wall kind of covers, so you wanna make sure that it covers the entire wall, because you don't want to try to spend money on the entire wall like this, because that right there, that was $12, which isn't bad. That's still really cheap and it does a lot for the home. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn this to a lovely pink color. And then next up is one of my favorite hacks, making the ceiling a mirrored ceiling or an entire mirrored wall. That really opens up the space a lot and it really takes your tiny home from a tiny home to a moderately big home. So you're saying, Megan, mirrors are so expensive though. go. No, you just have to do some simple math. The basic mirror is $6. Comparatively, this is the tall mirror. It's the exact same length as 2 of these basic mirrors. This is a total of $12. This is a total of $30. Why would you spend the $30 when you could spend $12 and get double? So much cheaper than using so many tall mirrors, and whenever you walk in, your house feels so much more open. Now you can always, if you're feeling really fancy, you can add bricks and stuff around to kind of make it look like it's a window popping out. Bricks are really great for adding some build hacks in. I'm sure you guys have seen them, but they aren't super cost efficient. They're $3, and if you don't need the detail, you don't need the detail. So I would recommend maybe yes and no to the bricks. I love them, but also if we're trying to be cost efficient, they're not doing too much. But see, it looks really nice. It's like, oh, okay, so it's like there is a wall here, kind of. And out there you can build your build hack and get on top of the ceiling and everything like that. So far, those are some really great wall hacks. And like I said, utilizing shelves is really nice. So basically we have this $40 shelf, which is super expensive whenever you really boil it down. But then you also have this $8 shelf, which it doesn't look too cute. I pivoted. I came up with a different idea on the spot. I was like, wait, you know what? That's not my best idea. So we have ourselves a brick, right? Okay, so you can just take that brick, change it to that color. That's very similar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 of them, which immediately makes this only $15 as opposed to $40. These are expensive, but you're not gonna keep them. They're $9, but like I said, we don't need them forever. We're gonna do this. And then the barrier helps you place things on top. This is a very popular build hack. This is not gonna be even at all. I'm just warning you guys. I'm not taking forever to like look at this. You can also make your grid smaller and larger, which is a hack I learned way like not at a great time. Like I just learned it. And there it is, guys. You have your own shelf that you made, and you can actually change how many you have. So say it's like, this one's a little too close. Now it's just customizable, and you can change its colors to pink, white. It can be like a built-in shelf, anything that you want. I think that this is a really good hack. So I'll delete some of these just so we can kind of see inside this like weird little made shelf I just did. I am crazy about these glasses. They're $2. They make really good colored jars. The flowers are also super cheap. They're $3. And look how much that adds. We love it. Just whenever you're in doubt, guys, know that you can clutter your space with flowers and jars and little knickknacks, and no, it's gonna be killer. Also, a little $8 stripe rug, this does a lot. Like, for example, maybe not exactly right here, but look, it's just like, oh, there's stuff going on. These are super easy ideas, and look how many needs I have from just building these. So $6, that's times 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's $82 that I've just gained while building this. This build hasn't even cost me $82 yet. Like, it takes a little bit of time though, guys, but it really, really works. And then of course, we love a good bed hack. The beds are kind of expensive. Like this one's $19, this one's $9. So actually let's go with this one. So we have this, and then we can go and get they're called poofs. These are $24. These are like if you got money and a different bed. Those double as pillows, which really does add a lot. And if you're feeling really fancy, this one's not a saver tip thing, because this is actually really expensive. The shop table is $70 for the small one, and then it's $80 for the big one. So if you're feeling really fancy, you can get yourself a bed cover. But like I said, that's gonna cost you. That's not a cheap saver trick right there. But look at this, guys. See, this bowl is literally $6. You might have not thought that you could just put a bowl. You know how many bowls I have in my shelves in my home? A lot. You know how many random things I have back there? A lot. One of my next favorite hacks is to build a floating TV. Look, another $20 is to build a floating TV. You just need this $8 shelf, and then any TV, you know, the futuristic TV for $180, that's a good one. It sits on the shelf and it looks like it's mounted on the wall. But really, like, let's just say, you know, we're on a budget. We got a $20 TV, okay? She's still mounted out on the wall. And then, like I said, if you're feeling real fancy, I'm like sick now. My character is sick. You can grab candlesticks like this, and this can be used in the oven. This can be used many a times. Pull out the bricks, guys. We love the bricks. it's a fireplace now. Obviously, you can make it look a lot better. This is kind of what I have going in my house, but I think it adds so much dimension. Like, hey, look, now we have a floating TV and a fireplace. This shelf was $8, this TV was $20, this brick $3, and the candles were $4 a piece, bringing this to $45-ish for this whole setup, which is a lot, but it's not too bad considering look how many needs I have gotten as I've been a baby. Other things that you can do to really spice up your tiny home is whenever you have a fridge, you could put a water cooler in it. That way you can always pull water out of your fridge. So let's pull this out here like this. See? Little water cooler, and you know, and you put it back, and then no one even needs to know it's there. But here's another example of using the brick strategically. I have used it to kind of hide this donut oven. So I have a whole donut oven set up here where you can grab the donut from up here, you can bake the donut, and then down here in the cabinets, I have my strawberry icing hidden. And as I mentioned before, the smaller the house you have, the easier it will be to fill with all of these items, and then it'll just be a lot more impressive. Because imagine if I put all this stuff in a big mansion, it would look like nothing. It would look like I did absolutely nothing to my house. So guys, those are some of my favorite tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to shoot me a text. Let me know what your favorite house is and adopt me. I really want to know. Guys, thank you for watching. Do not forget to hashtag stay peachy, stay kind, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.